All right, today is Friday, August 9th, 4:37 p.m. Eastern Standard. We got new commitment to traders data. We are moving around some positions, and this is going to be a super short video just to talk through where we are, what positions we're in, and yeah, let's take a quick look because I will do a video separately on Sunday about what setups we're looking at for the following week. But right now, we just closed our position on the Swiss franc. We took a profit because we saw neutral commitment to traders data. Looks like the commercials have come off pretty significantly from the long side. Speculators have come off significantly from the short side. We took an exit here, took a nice $4,000 profit, which is really great. This thing did run up to some nice highs, 1.19, but ended up selling off a bit. Should have probably moved the stop at some point here, ended up moving it, but we got a nice profit either way. I would kind of label that as a triple. If we're talking kind of like base hits in baseball, it's like a good triple of a trade here on the Swiss franc. Really nicely executed here. We were in that position for almost 3 weeks. Other position we're in is the yen, which is a very small position. I think about a third size. I'm going to probably hold on to that too, just on the whole, credit swap, the whole, short potential carry trade, so potentially having the short squeeze on the yen plus the carry trade. I would like to hold a position there and see if we can get a good run up, but the data not looking too good. A lot of people have come off for the speculators on the long side, so it's not a super crowded trade anymore. We're still in on British pound. That still looks good. Looks like it's still heading to the downside. We are in a Canadian dollar, about a half size position right now. Still waiting really for confirmation of this to be kind of a takeoff to go full sized. So kind of holding off on that. And then other position we're sitting in on right now is crude oil, which I'm just tracking a chart here to compare it with gasoline, just because gasoline is really the trade I wanted to take, but decided to take crude instead, just given the sizing for the trade. Gasoline futures trade a little bit too heavy for my liking, so I decided to go crude instead. And crude actually traded up 1% today, whereas gasoline closed a little bit negative. So I'm actually a little bit happy about this trade. I mean, really just kind of luck, dumb luck here to go in on crude versus gasoline. Gasoline's a lot more heavily shorted than crude oil. Crude oil is a lot more of a neutral position, but they track really closely together. So I'm not too worried. We're hitting up against some key resistance right now on the 618 Fibonacci and this kind of top line of resistance here. So I'm not surprised if we're going to get rejected off here before we head higher. But yeah, I mean, really good day today, up 1%. So that's the trades we're in. We'll talk about trades we're looking at probably next week or Sunday when I do the update video, the weekly review. But yeah, we're out of Swiss franc. We're still in short on the pound. We are still in long on Canadian, half a position. We're long on the yen, a third of a position. And we're in on that crude oil trade as well on the long side. Let's see how the markets closed. Markets are up. NASDAQ about almost 0.5%. Russell is down. So yeah, there's just not a lot of movement, not a lot of upside here that we're seeing from what you would like to see for, if this is a bull market, you'd like to see more liquidity here with more people kind of buying this dip, especially if we look in the daily here. It's just not, I mean, this massive red candle was like 200% volume day, and now we're just kind of seeing a little bit of buying, but not really a whole lot. So it's going to be interesting to see how next week plays out. But yeah, that's the update. Took 4,000 profit on the Swiss. We're up about 4,000 in profit on crude oil. We are up about 3,000 on the British pound and about 1,000 on the Canadian peso, as we've been calling it lately, because that thing has just been getting crushed into the ground. So Canadian peso is up about $1,000 as well. Yeah, some good trades here, and we'll talk on Sunday about some potential setups. Thanks.